Good morning and welcome to Rose Red Homestead, where today we are going to be continuing our Marvelous Bean series. This time we're going to be doing a complete bean family, which is the kidney bean family. And this goes to the three major things that we focus on this channel, which is food security, emergency preparedness, and self-reliance. So let's take a look at some of the beans that are in the kidney bean family. We'll start right over here. These are the pink kidney beans. What I don't have is some of the dark red kidney beans. These are cannellini beans, sometimes known as the white kidney bean. These are Jacob's cattle beans. These are Anasazi beans, and these are cranberry beans. This one is brand new to me. These others I have worked with just a little bit. We're going to be doing something with cranberry beans today. They all come from the same family, even though they taste just a little bit different. Their texture is very similar. They're more on the creamy side. Now, I have made a handout for you. It is a 2-page handout, and you can access that, and it probably would be a good idea for you to access it and print it out before we get started, because there are some important things on here that we're going to refer to. So you can download this by going to our homepage, our web page, and I'll put the URL right here. On the top menu, just click on recipes and then go down to where the Marvelous Beans section is, and you will see this is listed as the kidney family. I have a total of 4 of our Rose Red Homestead videos on beans that are in the kidney bean family. Some of them include recipes, but one of them, if you are not aware that the dark red kidney beans and all kidney beans can be a little bit toxic if you don't follow some specific instructions in your preparation for them, you are going to want to click on that first video, which is Are Kidney Beans Toxic? And learn a little bit more about that, but we will not be dealing with that here. So we'll be focusing on these 5 today. I have 3 recipes that we are going to do, and these beans can work interchangeably in any of these recipes. Many beans can work interchangeably with any recipe that you find, but these are particularly designed for the kidney family beans. So I'm going to now clear these out of the way. Oh, and these are beautiful. I love the interesting colors of beans and the patterns. These ones that are patterned, once they are cooked, these are cranberry beans. Jacob's cattle beans also look very similar to this too. Their mottling goes away, and I get a little sad about that because I love the lovely colors. Beans are such a marvelous addition to our food storage, and we count those in level 3 of our leveling up our food storage. Level 3 is our storage of foods that will last 20 or 30 years, long-term storage. And beans, when they are properly stored, will do just that. Now, these particular beans are not packaged for long-term storage. These are my level 2 storage, which is brought into our pantry, and once they're used, it bumps down into the level 1, which is the integration of the pantry, the refrigerator, and the freezer. Level 2, these will keep like this without any kind of vacuum sealing or anything else for quite a long time, even a year. And so they're kind of level 2, level 1, so they kind of go back and forth there. So we are going to clear these beans aside, and then I'll bring you up to date on what we're going to do. With beans being one of our major food storage items, this series that we're doing on Marvelous Beans has given us an opportunity to branch out on the varieties of beans that we want to work with. Some we have purchased in bulk. Mostly we have pinto beans because that's what I grew up. That's what we stored in my family in which I grew up, hundreds of pounds of pinto beans. But it's been lovely exploring different varieties of beans and seeing how the taste and texture differs, and for me to explore new recipes. And today I am so excited because one of our recipes, these 3 recipes are all new to me, using beans in different ways. But the one on the second page, Louisiana red beans and rice, totally new to me. Totally set of spices and flavorings added to those beans that I've never experienced before. And oh my gosh, I can't wait for some of our Louisiana viewers to chime in on how this recipe, if it's really an authentic Louisiana. I looked at several Louisiana red beans and rice recipes to figure out, and this is kind of a blending of what I thought was the best features of several of them. But it depends. The Louisiana, we're going to start with that one actually because I've got it going over here. And I've done a lot of advanced work. All of these beans, and I should mention this, I don't show you how I cook the beans because I have a whole video on that as part of our Marvelous Beans. And I will link to that one at the end. It's Bean Fundamentals, and it goes through how to prepare and cook the beans. And I do most of my beans from scratch, from dry beans, from the beans that you saw in those containers a few minutes ago. However, I also buy canned beans, and I also home can some beans. And so we do kind of a series of things, redundancy, to have a variety of ways that we can prepare beans. These Louisiana red beans, here are the spices in the Louisiana red beans. There's, well, the spices and the ingredients. There's a green bell pepper, celery, garlic, chicken broth, bay leaves. Here is the seasoning: bay leaves, parsley, thyme, Cajun seasoning, cayenne pepper, and sage. And then it calls for andouille sausage. I'd never heard of andouille sausage before. So I went online and got myself a little bit of knowledge about andouille, thinking that there would be no way that we would find andouille sausage where we live. Guess what? Jim found it yesterday, andouille sausage, and it is a French name, and it is made in a particular way. And so what we need to do first, and the Louisiana red beans are already made up. I soaked them overnight, cooked them with those ingredients, and they're sitting over on the stove for the very last addition, which is this andouille sausage. Take a look at these. It's lean pork, probably about a 70-30 lean to fat content. Actually, I'm going to do it this way. And I'm just going to slice through these. And you will see that when I show you these, look at the fat content there. That is indicative of andouille sausage. You can really see those globules of fat. This is also fully cooked, so all we're going to be doing is just warming it. And I'm dying to taste this, so I will do that in just a moment. Just going to take a little bite. It's actually quite mild. Oh, there comes a little bite. It has cayenne pepper in it. Really, really good. So let's head over here, and I'll take the lid off so that you can see what we've got going so far. So here is the recipe made up with everything except for the andouille sausage, which is coming right now. So I'm going to just fold these in. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait to taste this. And then we let the sausage simmer in the beans for 30 minutes. And because the sausage is already done, all we are really doing is allowing it to heat through. So, all right, now we're going to be working on the cranberry beans with pasta. So here are our cranberry beans. I soaked and cooked these and then put them in the refrigerator overnight. So this is 2 cups of the cranberry beans. Those cranberry beans are mottled. They look like pinto beans, only they're larger. Cranberry beans are larger. And the mottling, instead of being brown, is a beautiful deep maroon color. And oh, I wish that mottling stayed, but it doesn't, and so we'll just deal with it. And so I have here some olive oil going. And so I'm going to pick up the onion and the garlic and drop it in the frying pan. It's actually a little saucepan, a three-quart saucepan, skillet combo, and the garlic. So we have onion and garlic in there. And we're just going to give this about 5 minutes. And so I'm adding a can of tomatoes and the beans. And we're going to heat this up. So I'm now putting the greens in.
So the greens are baby spinach?
Yeah. And the lemon juice. So baby spinach and lemon juice. And we're going to stir until the greens are just wilted. And in goes the pasta. So what a hearty meal this will be. So I'm going to add some salt and pepper to taste. And I'm going to stir that in. Oh,
Looks very good.
it really does. Then I'm going to sprinkle with some fresh basil for a little bit of garnish. And some grated Parmesan cheese. And we have a lovely main dish. Just going to let that sit, and we're going to move to the salad now. But what we're going to do with this, of course, I'm making 3 big things, which is more than we can eat for 3 or 4 days. And so I will be packaging some of these up into serving sizes for us, or meal size for us, and putting them in the freezer, which adds to our level 1 food storage. So this is all good. All right, now we're just going to let that sit, and I'm going to clean up a little bit, and we'll be right back. So I have in this bowl the carrots, the celery, and the apple. Granny Smith apples. This is like a Waldorf salad, and I've made many, many Waldorf salads. I love Waldorf salads. And the dressing is a combination of lemon juice, fresh lemon juice, and 1/4 of a cup of mayo and 1/4 of a cup of plain Greek yogurt. And of course, you can always use whipped cream if you wish. So I'm going to stir this around. Ooh, smelling so good, so good. And then, this is new to me. Here is a cup of my home canned cannellini beans, and these were drained and rinsed, and now they're going in. And 1/2 cup of chopped pecans, and some sprinkles of blue cheese. Doesn't this look good, Jim?
It looks great. Just sprinkles versus rain.
I'll serve some as a side, honey, and you can add more if you want.
Oh, thank you.
Very hearty Waldorf salad. This could be a lunch all by itself with the protein of the beans and the fresh apples and celery and carrots. And there is our wonderful salad. So, next up is the tasting. So give us a minute and we'll be right back. So here we have our day's work. This is our cannellini bean Waldorf salad. This is the cranberry beans with pasta, and this is the Louisiana red beans with rice, and I have a little rice here. So we're going to spread these aside. And you see that I have a plate set up right here with all 3 things. So are you ready to taste test?
I'm ready to taste test.
Okay, so what do you want to do first?
Oh, anything, whatever you want.
Why don't we do the cranberry beans and pasta first?
Okay.
Okay. I'm just going to cut one of these pastas so I can get a little bit of everything in one bite. What do you think?
That's very nice. A nice little after bite, just a
Barely.
barely
I tasted it too.
Yeah,
I think it needs a little bit more salt and pepper.
yeah, that would work.
I was surprised at this one because it didn't have any spices or anything. I just added that fresh basil. But the lemon comes through, making it just a little bit tangy without being outstanding lemon. It just kind of helps blends the flavors, I think.
Yeah, it doesn't do anything to my
Doesn't
jaws.
tickle
My jaws.
tickle your jaws. Okay, how about some of this is one I can't wait to taste, the Louisiana red beans with the andouille sausage.
It looks very good.
It does really look wonderful.
Ah, there's the after bite.
Yes, with the sausage. It comes from the sausage.
Finally got there.
Why have we not known about Louisiana red beans and rice before?
I don't know.
I know. You came from the South, sort of.
No,
Your family roots did.
Family roots. I'm from California.
So that is fantastic. That will be such a nice addition to our
Yeah.
recipe rotation.
Yeah.
Ready for some salad?
Yep, let's do the salad.
I can't wait to try this. I need to get a bean in here so I can really get the full impact. A bean and an apple. The Granny Smith apples give it a nice tartness. I think I would like it with whipped cream.
Whipped cream would be nice.
Yes.
Do we have lemon in that? I don't remember.
Yes, there's a little
Yeah,
lemon in there.
The lemon comes from.
You can taste the lemon. That was part of the salad dressing. So I love the combination of the apples and the nuts, always. The beans give it a nice interest.
An interest, I'm not sure what that means.
They're soft and creamy, the beans are. So it's a nice